just another river town. Streets would have a different sound.
The film I made was shown on BBC television 10 years ago, and it was really a film about my love affair with Nashville. Bob Harris, My Nashville is what it was called, and that particular song featured heavily in the film, and I still love it to this day. Exactly 10 years old, in fact, from the album Two Lanes of Freedom. Nashville Without You. Tim McGraw, who's going to be on the main stage at CMA Festival this weekend, and as I say, Mark Hagan is out there in Nashville, and he'll be bringing loads of stuff back from Radio 2 to play out on this show and later this year. Thank you for listening. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Our Kentucky special next week, and Trevor follows the news.
This is Radio 2
on BBC Sounds
and on your smart speaker.
Play BBC Radio 2.
BBC News at 10 o'clock. This is Nikki Cardwell. Rishi Sunak and Joe Biden have both emphasised the strength of the relationship between the UK and US after holding talks at the White House. They announced an agreement called the Atlantic Declaration, which they said would mean more cooperation on clean energy, supply chains for rare minerals and artificial intelligence. Our correspondent in Washington, Gary O'Donoghue, says the Prime Minister will be happy with how this trip has gone, with more progress on regulating AI.
There was quite a lot of warm words there from Joe Biden about the British capacity to lead the conversation on that. He spoke about this idea of an autumn summit in the UK. That seemed to me like a little bit of an endorsement. So the British will take away a lot of encouragement from that, even if they can't have a sort of full free trade agreement.
It's understood that Boris Johnson has been sent the draft findings of the investigation into whether he misled Parliament about lockdown parties at Downing Street. Mr Johnson has 2 weeks to respond to the Privileges Committee, which will consider what he says before publishing the final report. That's likely to be at the end of the month. French officials say a man suspected of stabbing several young children in a park in the Alpine town of Annecy was told on Sunday that he'd not been granted asylum there. 4 preschool children are in a stable condition in hospital after they were attacked. An adult is still being treated. Speaking to the French TV station TF1, France's Interior Minister Gérald Darmanin called the attack unspeakable.
It's a troubling coincidence because last Sunday he found out the government's decision to not grant asylum since he already has it in Sweden, and then he commits this act which is absolutely vile. I've been Interior Minister for 3 years. I've seen a lot of very difficult things, but I think this is the worst day for the French.
People in New York have been given face masks to protect them from poor air quality being caused by around 150 wildfires burning in Canada. In Toronto, officials are warning that air quality will still get worse. The Mayor of New York City, Eric Adams, says the smoke is having a huge impact.
From the gloom over Yankee Stadium to the smoky haze obscuring our skyline, we could see it, we could smell it, and we felt it. And it was alarming and concerning. On the levels of health concern, it really sent shockwaves throughout the entire city.
Researchers say that taurine, a nutrient found in meat and sold as a supplement, may be an elixir of life. Experiments on animals showed that boosting taurine levels improved their physical and brain health, but scientists have warned that they haven't yet tested that theory on people. And the weather dry and clear for most tonight, with low cloud in eastern areas and some showers in the far northwest of England. Those showers will stay in tomorrow, becoming more frequent as the day goes on, but it should be sunny and dry elsewhere. BBC News, it's 3 minutes past 10.
Under the sea, sitting on the dock of the bay.
It's Trevor Nelson's Magnificent Seven on BBC Radio 2.
It is. Welcome to the Rhythm Nation. Thank you, Bob. As always, we're kicking off our Magnificent Seven. 7 big tunes. Today is World Ocean Day. So we thought there's no better way to celebrate than to do a theme Mag 7, all to do with oceans. You'll get it.
The Magnificent Seven on BBC Radio 2.